Hey everyone, Andrea with Waste Consultants here. Today we're going to talk about what to expect before a WCI waste audit preparations. Let's suppose you know that you have a waste management problem. You know that what's normal in your dealings with your waste hauler is actually hugely problematic, price spikes are egregious, and you have constant service issues. You know that you need a solution to your waste disposal problems. And you know that we provide these services, but you're not sure what the next steps might look like. Today, we're going to talk about the answers to these questions and a few others. How much do you think I could save? That's a pretty typical question we get. So if you're spending more than $10,000 a month on waste, we can likely help you save 10 to 30% on your waste spend. For some companies, it will be a little less. For others, it will be more. This is the average amount of savings for a company. How do you come up with this average? In the 17 years we've been in business, we've helped hundreds of clients. And we typically have saved them 10 to 30% on their waste spend. Why is this number so dependable? It's because we know how the waste industry operates. They're going to try to overcharge you. Your waste hauler rates are going to increase, and you're going to be charged for all kinds of fees that aren't really service related. They're going to overcharge you because it's the industry norm, because they can. How sure are you that I'm actually overspending by 10 to 30% each month? If you're spending north of $10,000 on waste, there's a 90% chance you're overspending. We help mid-sized companies across every industry reduce and manage their waste. Most companies need our services. They're overspending and they have no idea. They're sitting on potential savings opportunities and they aren't aware of them at all. What if you don't find any savings? Over the years, there have only been a small percentage, about 10% of companies that don't benefit from our services. There can be any number of reasons for this. Sometimes certain markets are really tough. Other times, there are external factors that keep the companies from savings. When we don't find any savings for a company, we actually see this as a benefit for them. First, the company now knows for certain that they're paying fair prices for their waste spend. They know that their contracts are airtight, and they know that what they're paying is commensurate with the market. Secondly, the company just got a free waste audit. You don't believe that you should pay for something you don't benefit from. It's part of our performance-based pricing. If our services aren't of benefit to you, you don't owe us anything. You only pay us when we find savings that affect your bottom line. How do you charge us? It's pretty straightforward. We don't use algorithms or percentages. We simply charge you half of the savings we find. This means if we find you $5,000 in savings every month, we'll send you an invoice for $2,500. And to be clear, after we complete our initial audit process and begin invoicing you, we don't just sit on our laurels. We monitor your bills for accuracy. Why? Because there are inaccuracies on 1 out of every 10 of your invoices. We know because we find them for our clients. Haulers are human too, and we find that they often make unintentional mistakes. Sometimes these mistakes aren't that big of a deal, but sometimes they are. Here is one that we got, let's see, I want to say it was about a year and a half ago. And as you can see here, so they're being charged 7 dumpsters, 7 waste containers that are 8 yards. They get picked up twice a week, it looks, or twice a day, it looks like. The unit price for each of these is $1,413.89. So they got charged $16,000 solely for the month of, looks like it was May. Yeah, May to the end of June. They were not pleased, obviously. This was quite a significant increase from the previous month's invoice. And if I remember correctly, I think someone in accounting on the vendor's side misplaced a decimal, which is why they got charged like $16,000. We were able to help this company sort it all out. It took, if I remember correctly, it took about several weeks of phone calls to help them out of this. But we did it, and it was time that they didn't have to spend tracking down the hauler and making sure that they were actually charging the fair amount. Instead, they could get about their normal day as usual. Even if mistakes are small, they can be a real pain to get resolved. Our staff spends hours every week resolving customer service and billing issues. This is time that your staff can devote to other, more significant progress. Our staff makes your staff more efficient. We are the first line of defense against haulers that miss pickups or leave trash strewn across your property. Or when you get a 900% rate increase on your bill, like that invoice that we just looked at. We know what's normal and we know what's not. And we know how to negotiate for fair charges and resolutions on your behalf. Guys, if you want to learn more about our services and how we can help you spend less on your waste spend, just click the video or click the link at the end of this video